So this has by far been our worst start to a garden, but we're on a mission to save it. So I don't really know what happened with my compost this year. I get lots of vegetables from work each week, and then I mix those with wood chips, and I collect leaves in the fall from all the neighbors and other people we know. And I mix all that together. We mix it once a week. It heats up to 150, 160 degrees real well. It looks nice, but for some reason this year we're just not getting great results in the garden. I'm wondering if it's just nutrient deficiencies. So I wanted to fertilize, and I've been watching Small Block Fuelie's videos, and he uses the Mittleider system. And I was thinking he's growing in sand and coconut coir, I believe, and using the Mittleider fertilizers to give all the plants their nutrients. And so I was thinking, if my plants are nutrient deficient, my soil, there's no reason I can't use that same Mittleider weekly feed and add that into the soil that I'm growing in, and hopefully that'll give the plants some nutrients they need to help them thrive this year. So we're going to try it. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to mix this up and see how it does. So the Mittleider weekly feed mix is 25 pounds of fertilizer, 1616 is what we're using, 4 pounds of Epsom salt, and 1 packet of micronutrients from growfood.com. It's a 10-ounce packet. Each one of these will make a weekly feed mix. So we're going to mix this up and try it out in the garden. So our first thing here is to weigh out 4 pounds of Epsom salt. Then next goes in the micronutrient pack. And then last is our 25 pounds of fertilizer. Okay, so we have our full mix of fertilizer, Epsom salt, and the micronutrients. We are going to add a little bit of vermiculite to that. That was a recommendation to help keep the moisture from clumping up the Epsom salt. And then what we're going to do is we have 2 buckets here. We're just going to pour it back and forth between the buckets to mix. Okay, we got our weekly feed all mixed up. I printed out some pages off the Mittleider book. There's some of them that are free downloads, and you can print some of these pages out. You can't get the whole book, but I got enough that I needed here. This talks about putting them on trees and berry plants, and then also stuff like tomatoes where I don't have them in a row, so it tells you, like 1 tablespoon per plant per week. So using this guide and the fertilizer, we're going to put it in the garden and see what kind of results we get. So the Mittleider system uses 15 ounces of fertilizer per 30-foot row. My rows are only 10 feet, so I took a measuring cup and measured out 5 ounces, and that is what I'm going to use for each 10-foot row. And then I took a old shotgun shell and measured out 1 tablespoon of fertilizer, and that's what I'm going to use for my peppers and tomatoes, so I get the equal amount on them every week, and then I'm going to fertilize every Sunday from here on out and see what happens. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned to see the results.